How's that? From this Colin O'Rourke fight, what I refer to as the Gotti Ward of the independent scene, like Samoa Joe and CM Punk, what they did on the independent scene takes place in your life. And that's back in Hook and Shoot with your guy, Jeff Osborne. You fight Steve Berger and just a war.
That's a good description of what happened. Yeah.
Did you expect that coming into that fight?
I mean, I expected him to come to fight hard, and looking back at it, I guess, I just saw a clip of that fight the other night. I was kind of like going through videos the other night and showing someone a video. I mean, I've not watched that in a long time. And then I was like, wow, we're really kind of throwing a lot of punches in this fight. And I was like, wow, I guess this really was a good, tough fight. I mean, I just, I didn't really know what to expect going in. I knew all about his jiu-jitsu background. He was a Golden Gloves boxer as well. I didn't really,
I just kept that a secret.
Yeah.
For sure.
But so I didn't really expect it to be the war that it turned out to be, but, once it started, I was committed. So, I just kind of kept going after it.
So were you a big ticket seller locally at that time?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that, by that time, I think in 2000, it was a slow process where more people were coming out and watching them. But yeah, at that point, I would say, I was doing pretty well, bringing in a lot of people.
Now, why did you two never rematch?
I don't know. That's probably not the answer you're looking for, but I was open for it. Okay. Well, look, yeah, here's what happened. That was my last fight before I went to AMC. Well, okay. I did a month of training at AMC in May of 2000. I think actually fortunately Miguel had pulled some strings and he made it possible for me to go to Abu Dhabi after WEF. Right after WEF, I was able to go over to Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi Submission Wrestling Championships. And I kind of made that, I kind of got to know Dennis Hallman a little bit and got to see how good Matt's guys had done in Abu Dhabi, even though they're predominantly an MMA gym, not a grappling gym, in my opinion. That fight happened right before I went out to Matt Hume, before I joined Matt Hume's AMC Pancration team. And after I did that Berger fight and went out to Matt said, "You're not fighting pro again for a long time. We're going to round you out and make you a UFC world champion." So Matt pulled me out of competition for, I guess, 11 months or something like that. It was quite a while before he let me get back in. That's maybe some of the reason why I never fought Steve Berger. It wasn't like it was in 3 months or 6 months. Like UFC, they do these rematches and trilogies all the time. But that's why I didn't just rematch Berger 6 months later or something, because Matt wasn't having it. He said, that was my last fight before I joined AMC Kickboxing. So,
I don't want to embarrass Aaron, but when he says he went to Abu Dhabi, we had the opportunity to videotape that event, and it was the Hook and Shoot crew that had do it. Jeff Osborne and myself kind of directing the thing. So we had to put together a team, and Aaron's official job was to take the battery guy, charge batteries to the camera guys throughout the show. So he was right around taking batteries there.
Nice.
But we got the job done. He got the experience and he got to be around. We met Ruben Asado that event. What I mean? It's like, God damn, So it served its purpose. So anyway, sorry, Mike, carry on.
No, it's okay. And do you think it was Shudo rules? So in that bout, I'm not a real big fan of Shudo rules, but I do understand them. I think a lot of the catches on the ground really never get called. And if they do get called, it's too much. Is a catch, it's a submission when you land the submission, not an almost submission. Do you think that standing 8 count in the second round may have helped prolong that fight?
I mean, it was. I mean, I caught Steve with a good punch. He kind of bounced back from it, but at the same time, the referee, Sean Brockmall, he was kind of jumping in to stop it. And then Steve kind of tackled him a little bit as he was coming back. I mean, I don't know how much the punch hurt him. I know it did have some effect. And, it's just speculation at this point. I mean, I'd like to think that I would have finished him after that. He'd like to, I mean, you just talked to him. You said the other day, I'm sure he was like, nah, that didn't hurt. I was fine. And I would have been fine. So, that's just the fighter and both of us saying, whatever. So, I mean, I really wish that it wasn't under Shudo rules, so we would have known what would have happened. But I definitely know I caught him with a good shot. But would I would have finished him? I mean, I like to think so, but who knows?
Berger is one of those guys, like, by his 13th fight, he's got like 8 guys that have either going to be in the UFC or have already fought in the UFC. Like, his record is insane. Like, it's some people are like, oh man, I really like to fight. And then there's guys like yourself and Steve Berger where, no, man, like they get off fighting. There's something else going on here. There's something possibly wrong with these individuals by how much they really enjoy fighting. And you had mentioned you had a 11-month layoff in regards right after the Steve Berger fight because you had joined Matt Hume's gym. How did you support yourself for 11 months? Were you